So, greetings everybody, Black Show here, and welcome to first proper episodes for Empire Total War. I think the plan right now is to go with tutorial, then play some battles, although I thought there might have been... No wait, I thought there were like historical battles. Then never mind, we're not gonna be playing battles. Actually, no wait, scenarios. Yes, so we'll be taking care of scenarios, obviously with God mode, somewhat later. I'm gonna play Road to Independence, because that offers some kind of story end goal. Maybe Warp of Campaign, but not World Domination. Because there's like Warp of and Grand Campaigns, and Grand Campaigns are basically, you know, just doing your own thing, which I mean, I have Europa Universalis 4 for world domination, so I'm not sure. So I'm thinking that Grand Campaigns I might try once or twice, but with definitely with a mod. But Road to Independence and Warp, maybe one Warpath will do. Will do on freaking. Actually, fuck it, I don't need tutorial. I played Empire once. And there's an achievement for main. Is it a main campaign? Sure, why not? We are playing with a trainer already, so.
Our war on British tyranny begins tonight. In Boston, brave men fight for the right to govern themselves. Tonight, we fight for freedom. As I bear witness to the sacrifice of this generation, I take great comfort in the memory of our forefathers. Those pioneering men who traveled to these shores seeking a new life. Like the intrepid Captain John Smith and his fellow settlers, we too seek a new world. Not only for ourselves, but for future generations of Americans. As I look back on their endeavors, at the unknown dangers that awaited the pioneers over every rise and behind every tree, I am reminded that I play but a small part in a much greater story.
Immediately. Ready yourselves, men! Fire! Stay behind cover, men! Retreat! They're charging again! Steady! Hold the line! As fast as we can. Marking targets. General Staff, report. Break off attack. Watch the trees, men! Break off. On the right! Fall back. Charge! General Staff, sir. Position! Break off. Retreat. Close to range. Hold position. Immediate. Yes, sir. Following orders. General Staff.
Yeah, they got me good from this.
Fall back. Infantry. Open! Retreat! Fire! General Staff reporting.
Also, I don't exactly want to do world domination because apparently Empire Total War wasn't as good and Napoleon was better.
From the very beginning, there have been hardships, irreplaceable losses. Brothers, fathers, sons lost to war, famine, and disease. And yet our forefathers endured, refusing to give up on the one thing they all believed in so fervently: freedom. Those brave men built a future from an inhospitable land, taming it and making it their own. But the wild land was not the only threat. The natives were a constant menace, lurking at their borders, always ready for battle. It became obvious that until borders were clearly established, peace would continue to be elusive.
You must lead the early settlers to establish Jamestown as a safe and prosperous settlement in this dangerous new world. From time to time, the British government will issue various missions to perform. As you complete these missions, the wealth and security of Jamestown will improve, and your influence throughout the whole of the new world will expand. Having survived the immediate threat posed by the native tribes, your settlers have already gained valuable combat experience. This is Jamestown, the capital of the region of Virginia. The review panel at the bottom of the screen contains a recruitment tab and a construction. This is your army. The highlighted area represents the extent to which this army can move. You have entered a unit into the recruitment queue. A message box will inform you when this unit is ready to use. The number in the hourglass indicates how many turns remain before completion.
Hold on, I didn't use the trainer? Oh, don't tell me it doesn't work. Fucking hell. Just give me a moment, I need to check this out. Apparently. My apologies for that small delay and break. I had to spend some time looking for alternative trainer because sorry, that's how I am. I'm content casual, I freaking using trainers. But I found like cheat engine with proper thing, so it's fine.
This tab shows all units available for recruitment in the selected tab.
So
Your humble servant. Sir, your orders?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get like, we should take more units.
A message box. There is often a choice of building types to construct in a resource slot. You can only follow one of these building chains. Once you have constructed the base building, Subsequent upgrade options will only be available from the same chain.
Small tobacco. I mean, which one is more important? Let's go tobacco.
New units have been recruited. Left-click to select Jamestown. Left-click on the Army tab to view your garrisoned units. Oh, you have successfully built a peasant farm and local fishery in the Jamestown region. Jamestown should now grow and prosper, so it's time to deal with the threat from local native tribes. Your next compulsory mission is to capture the village of Werawakamoco, deep into unknown territory to the northeast. Left-click on a unit card to select it. You can press and hold the control key to select multiple units.
Lord?
I want to get some few more recruits. Or maybe not.
Your humble servant. Ready and waiting for orders. Troops, forward! Prepare for battle.
Winning a battle isn't just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability are essential.
I mean...
Look at the strength ratio, weather and reinforcement information before committing yourself. Following capture of a capital city, it is important to leave an adequate garrison behind to quell unrest until both the population level and... Oh, you have successfully captured the village of Werawakamoco and are well on the way to reducing the threat to Jamestown. The condition of victory for completing this episode is to capture the village of Shakamaxon. This tab shows all existing buildings in the selected town or city. You have selected a target outside the green highlighted area. This means your character cannot reach his target this turn. Provided that an enemy does not block his path, your character will continue on his journey next turn. Planning your construction needs is essential to a successful empire. Buildings of education further the research.
Forward! March! Awaiting further order. Forward! Yes, sir. Forwards for crown and country! More orders? Battalions ready. Begin siege. They hide behind women's skirts.
Well, this one is definitely... Should I try to auto-resolve? Maybe not.
During the deployment phase, you can secretly arrange your units inside the deployment zone before battle commences. The enemy general will deploy his men within the opposite area. When you're ready to fight, click on the cross swords icon in the center of the screen. Yes, sir! Sir! The Special Abilities buttons are found in the bottom right corner of the screen. These turn on any special formations or abilities a selected unit has available to it. The button is disabled for those units without specialist skills. Maintaining a unit's courage and regimental discipline in the heat of battle is dependent on their morale. Amid the run button in the enemy cavalry are readying an attack on the flanks of your already engaged infantrymen. Either pull them back or commit other troops in support.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice them.